Hi everybody, not in Clubber Park today, I'm at home. It's a beautiful summer's day and chucking it down with rain, and I didn't quite fancy doing a video in the rain. I'd get a bit wet and I'd look a drip. Anyway, today we're going to talk about palm rolling and root rubbing, and I'll explain what it's all about after this short intro. So, palm rolling, what is it? The name speaks for itself. All we do is we get a dreadlock in our hands and we get it between there and we just give it a good rub like that. So what's that supposed to do? Well, it's supposed to bring all these, see these little bits of hair? It's supposed to bring them all back into the dreadlock. But there's a couple of problems with it. First of all, it might make these hairs stick down for a little bit, but there's no way that these hairs are going to go into the dreadlock. That's tight, that's really packed. I can pull that as hard as I like. I can't do anything with that. There's no way that those little hairs are going to go back into the dreadlock. If I really want to get rid of them, I'd just get a pair of scissors and do that with them. No, don't want to do that either. I was told when I first got my dreadlocks to palm roll. And it would get rid of all these little lumps and bubbles and things that's in my dreadlocks. But, you know, it's those little things that make my dreadlocks unique. I was also told them that it would stop my dreadlocks from going flat and it would keep them nice and round. But they're nice and round anyway, so, you know, I can't see the point in it. If I wanted to try and get these little hairs in or make them look nicer, I'd probably do it when my hair was wet and it would make them stick a little bit better. But when you start moving around, they're all going to come out and they're all going to be there again. Look, looks like my dreadlocks got whiskers, look. Okay. And why would I want to get rid of all these little bumps? These little bumps on my dreadlock are what makes them unique. You know, they're all identifiable now, so they've all got names. No, they haven't. That's a dreadlock. That's a dreadlock. That's a dreadlock. I don't name them. What a stupid idea. But anyway, you know, some of them are nice and smooth. Some of them are full of lumps and bumps and things like that. And I wouldn't change any of them. I like them as they are. Palm rolling can cause problems. What kind of problems can it cause? I hear you asking. I hear you ask. Well, if you're doing it down here, yeah, nothing, no problems. If you've got nice long dreads and you're palm rolling down here, not going to cause you a problem. But, you know, when your dreads first go in and you're worried about them and they look out of shape and you're palm rolling up here, what that's going to do, that's going to cause a lot of friction here. Right at the roots, and those hairs are going to be rubbing against one another like that. And can you imagine something rubbing against each other constantly? If you go mad at it, it's going to start breaking those hairs and wearing those hairs down and splitting them, and it's going to make your dreads weaker and weaker and weaker. I mean, if you get a piece of wire that's nice and straight, you bend it one way and then you bend it the other way and then you bend it the other way, and then back again, and keep doing that. What's going to happen? Eventually it's going to break. Okay? And that's what you're doing with these dreadlocks. You know, you're twisting it one way, and you're twisting it the other way. Even if you get a piece of string, and just keep going like that with it, eventually it's going to break. You know, so personally I can't see the reason to palm roll. Alright, maybe if you just do it once a week for a short period, it's not going to do any damage, it's not going to do any harm, but it's not going to do any good either. So, personally, I wouldn't bother. Even if my dreads were new, you know, they were baby dreads and they were short, well, I especially wouldn't do it if I'd got new dreads, because they're quite fragile as it is, and you rolling them backwards and forwards like that, it's putting a lot of strain on these roots. Okay, so I definitely wouldn't do it. The other thing I want to talk about is what they call root rubbing, where you get the dreadlock by the root and you rub it against your scalp like that, in the vain attempt of locking these hairs up at the bottom. But exactly the same as I've just said to you before, you're rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and causing friction. And if you're causing friction, it's not going to tighten that root up, not permanently, it might do it for a very short while. But what it's going to do is it's going to weaken the dread, and it's going to make it really weak. So you may lose your dread right up here if you do it a lot. But as your dread goes, instead of being nice and thick, you know, it's going to have thin, weak bits in it. And it's not going to have all my little bumps in, you know, the nice bits. You see where I've missed with my dye, look. I am going to put some more dye on it in the next couple of days, just to make it a bit stronger. It is a bit weak. Yeah. But we're not talking about dyeing dreads, are we? We're talking about palm rolling, and we're talking about root rubbing. My advice to anyone, especially with new dreads, is don't do it. I wouldn't. It's not worth it. If you're worried about how your dreads look, just leave them. They will, I promise you, sort themselves out over time. Don't waste your time, you know, root rubbing. That is definitely the road to ruin. Root rubbing is the road to ruin. I'll make a song out of that, okay? And palm rolling, apart from getting blisters on your hands, look, nice, soft, delicate hands, look. Don't lift and work hard for a living anymore. No calluses and stuff. Nice, soft baby hands. Not designed for root rubbing. Root rubbing will give you blisters. Root rubbing will give you blisters and make your dreadlocks fall out. Alright, perhaps that's a bit extreme, but it certainly won't do you any good. So my advice is leave it well alone. Some of you might like to, you know, go over to the old root rubbing or palm rolling, and it might have worked for you for a short period of time. If it has, comment section below, let me know. Tell me all about it. Tell me if you like my summer shirt. Yeah, I'm camouflaged. Yeah, tell me if it's worked for you. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. Okay. Please subscribe. Ring that little notification bell. I think it's on this side, but it might be that side, so you never know. And hopefully I will see you. Your country needs you. Your dreadlocks need you. In the next one. See you soon.